dummy.
Come
Damn, you a hater?
stand right here, son. Stand right here.
I used to run out there.
Come watch this play right quick.
Right.
Like McSwain, goddamn. Nigga got McSwain off the field. That nigga ain't want to come off the field.
That's an interesting story. I'm gonna get back to that. But can't get right. We'll be that nigga. Stand right here. Stand right here. I'm gonna get you in the game. Hey, that ever happened to you? The coach, somebody he gonna get you in the game. You just stood there.
It never happened.
Have you ever seen it?
I have seen it a whole lot, and that nigga never got in the game.
You keep standing your ass there you want to.
You might as well go sit
Jeremy
down.
was telling me a story about
Stay
somebody.
close.
He was like, Buddy was like, had to stand next to the coach. He was like, he never got in the game. If you gotta stand by stand by me. I'm gonna get you in here.
You know what he
Might as well
doing?
Go sit down.
That nigga teaching you how to be a coach.
And then look,
That's what he doing, good.
but look, what's trash about that coach is every like 5 minutes he'll be like, hey, Dave, now stay by me, make sure you paying attention. Cause
You saw what happened right there, right? Hell no.
And then every now and then they'll say, go out there. They'll pull you right back before you
Hold on. Put your back of your shoulder back. Hold on.
Hold on.
Not right now. Hold on. Hell no.
Hey, but
That's fucked up.
Damn.
Hey, but that
Coaches ain't
McSwain shit, and I know he be listening because McSwain, he be about 3 podcasts behind when he listen though, because he'll like how I did you with Succession.
Succession, yeah.
Yes,
old
McSwain will
ass
text
shit.
me some shit from like 3 episodes ago, and I just, we talk like it just came out. So,
It's brand new,
shouts out to
McSwain.
him for listening. But, man, that shit was so funny. The coach, we had a coach sent them in, right? Sent Biss in the sub for McSwain. Biss came out there, bitch, McSwain. McSwain looked at that thing and stood there. He was like, McSwain, come on, you're out. McSwain looked at him, sat right there. He was like, you know what I'm saying? The offense about to break the huddle now. He like, McSwain, what are you doing? McSwain just looked at that boy. And man, Biss had to run his ass right back off the field. My boy McSwain stayed in the game.
McSwain is the only nigga I played with in college that was a rebel fool. Like, that man did what he wanted to do. Coaches ain't take him out.
Yeah.
When the coaches tried to take him out, that nigga said, I'm not coming out. And they played him the very next week as a starter. I ain't never seen no shit like that, fool. Like,
That nigga was
yeah.
AB.
But if you really
he was
think about
AB
it-
before AB.
But if you really, really think about it, well, nah, you can't do some shit. I ain't gonna even. Nah, I ain't gonna
You can if they wanted to do some shit. they
Yeah,
could
but
do
during the
some-
game, you can't.
you can't do it in the game.
Yeah, like what
It's
do
not-
you like? What
Do you run out there as a coach and say, hell no, you
Can
get
you
your ass
imagine? Hey, get the police to escort him
Get
off.
this
Boy,
nigga
that
up.
shit look horrible on national TV.
ejected like a mother. Hell no, that nigga that was a maniac. Man.
Man, shouts out to McSwain. That's my dog.
That was dope, though.
He was
Yeah.
a baller though.
That's my nigga. He cared about his socks.
He gonna get all the sacks and none of the tackles. Cause he running upfield every time. That nigga ain't get no tackles.
Fuck that run.
Yeah, fuck the run. Fuck Ahmad Bradshaw.
Run the ball.
Get them 300 yards. I'm okay.
I see your shirt. You shining.
Oh,
Run the ball.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out, funny man. What up?
Run
see you.
the
That's support
ball.
though. That's dope. My man got a couple of live little shows coming down the pipe. That's dope. I seen
Yeah.
the one that he did at UAB. That was pretty dope.
What's that? What's that saying? What does it mean?
He does a show
Every
every week. How does Alabama fans watch football?
Mhm.
And for a lot of them, he was like, man, just run the ball, y'all. Run the ball.
That's they saying.
That's it. It's so like
Run
when they
the
be
ball,
doing all
right.
that, he be like, run the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's dope. It's a nice little recap.
It's a nice little recap. It's funny. I've been watching it. This about his second year doing
It's
it.
on YouTube. What's
Yeah,
it?
it's on
yeah,
YouTube.
be on YouTube. Well, I always catch it on Facebook.
Somebody will post it on Facebook, but I just started subscribed on YouTube. Yeah.
Tell that nigga put me on the show next time I see him. I saw him at the game, but I ain't know what they was doing.
He definitely could have put me on his last show.
Yeah,
I
he
was-
came to the UAB game and skipped over the Dummies.
Yeah. I ain't know
Alright.
I ain't know he was doing a show. If so, I would have went by that.
We
nigga.
gonna talk about it.
Okay.
You upset? You feel the type of way about
Yeah, I
it?
feel so.
We gonna get him here and let him know that.
Yeah.
Here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stop.
I'm Joe.
And I'm motherfucking hooted, man.
And we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 50. Damn.
50.
Y'all heard how that sounds?
Hold on.
Filthy.
Hold on.
That shit just stuck
Stop,
different.
fool. Like, is it?
Episode 50.
Is it? What the fuck I been at?
You been
Yeah.
here.
I thought this was, I don't know why I thought this was
For
49.
50 times, y'all done sat right here and did it. Might not be much to some people, but for us,
To us.
It's a ton, huh?
a lot. Not even counting the 17 practice episodes we did prior to this one.
Congratulations to you niggas, man, for staying consistent.
Not
and-
yet. Next
and
week.
Still congratulations. Fuck that. 50.
Next week. but
50 is a big number.
Yeah, 50.
51 is the year mark, though.
Fuck the year mark. I ain't even talking about the year. The year's cool.
Well, I don't know if Dez,
The year's cool, but 50, man, that's big, man. Because for us, 50, that's a lot of weeks in a row.
I mean, we
That's
sat here 50 times.
and being consistent, and we still feel like we haven't done shit yet.
Shouts out to you.
That's
we
the
ain't
thing.
did shit.
That's the thing. We feel like we ain't done nothing.
Yeah,
so
we,
I think
we
we're gonna
just,
do a lot.
we just kind of getting there.
We ain't even had our first fist fight yet.
I don't think we will, but I look forward to it. I look forward to it.
Who it's gonna be?
Them two niggas,
Yeah.
of course.
Todd, well.
Okay, Gary gonna slap Todd. If he's here, he gonna slap him on the back real hard. And that's gonna start it.
But nah, shouts out to y'all boys on 50, man. What I say, it's September the 6th. We recording on a Friday, you know. I know I'm a typical day. But there is some big news too. We just got excited about 50, but 51 is actually gonna be our first annual year episode. It's gonna be our anniversary. So send us roses, cash apps, all that shit if y'all want to. We
All that
down.
shit.
Hey, yeah, we'll damn sure take some cash apps, goddamn. We about to get this web. I know we've been saying it, man, but we got it up and running. We just trying to make it right. We gonna get this website going for you niggas, man.
And when we get it, y'all better go buy some shit. Cause
Right.
y'all, hey, this crazy. You never notice how people like, man, where can I buy a shirt? Man, can I get a shirt? Soon as we put up that website, that bitch better be ticking.
gonna have 6 shirts in 6 months.
Right.
Y'all ain't
better
shit.
buy this shit.
And
Y'all
four-
ain't shit.
And 4 of them gonna be from us.
We gonna get it right, man. We just trying to make sure the shit right, make sure it looks good, make sure it's presentable. And y'all will be all right. Y'all will get it soon enough.
Yeah, but shouts out to y'all. Y'all been rocking with us. Most of y'all been rocking with us. Well, I ain't gonna say most of y'all, but a lot of y'all been rocking with us from day one. And for those who just coming on, like, hey, appreciate y'all. Next week we gonna be celebrating our first anniversary of the Dummies Podcast.
Happy
Where we at,
anniversary.
who?
Man, the week, man. The week been a good week, man. Had a real good what was it? Labor Day? Memorial? One
It's Label Day.
I get
Label.
off. With the R at the end. Fuck, take that L off at R. Labor Day weekend, man. It was a good weekend, man. Got to relax a little bit, man. Went to the I Push Foodie Fest, man. It was a pretty dope fest, man. And we need to somehow get involved with that next year, I think, because I think it's a good platform to be on. But we went there, we took some pictures, had fun, had a blast, whatever. But the thing I took away from it is me and the wife went. And on our way there,
Hey, you ever noticed he done switched up the girl.
Oh, yeah.
He done got a truck. How many times?
no,
he
the
got
girl, me and the girl went. I ain't worried about it. Fuck y'all.
I'm asking, can't get right a question.
I was like, the wife?
How many? No, he did that last week, and I
Well,
caught it,
well,
and I let it go.
well, hey,
but this week, it let me know
guess
that
what?
he got in trouble.
Guess what? Knowing women saying the wife will get you in the same trouble as saying the girl. Because they weird like that.
Why you
man.
didn't say my name?
Right. Goddamn. Yeah, that's
Now
what
you
it is.
Beyonce. Okay.
Why am I duh? Because that's what I said. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a pro now.
Right, goddamn.
Women
Her.
logic.
Like her, goddamn. But yeah, man, we was pulling up over there, and we pulled up in Inslee. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, this Inslee, this considered the hood. She's like, the hood? Why is this the hood? And I was like, you don't know about Inslee? Like, Inslee is the hood. And on the very next corner, we saw a crackhead who was kind of wigging out. He's just like, all of my years in New Orleans, I never saw that in my life. So I'm like, hey, the hood, and that's what I try to get over to people is because it's not your hood doesn't mean it's not a hood, man. The hood is everywhere, man. Every hood is different, but every hood is the hood. So you can't simply judge it off that.
Yeah, because I tell people sometimes, like in the Midwest, you know, I grew up sometime up there. And like people always, you was in Wisconsin. All right,
It's the hood.
okay, okay. I'm not gonna say one thing, but you know what I'm saying. Like you see the neighborhood and you be like, oh, this look kind of nice. It look like I actually stay over here and stuff.
What's our nigga name that's like,
Until you stay there.
in my projects?
Yeah, Cuckoo Cow.
Yeah, Cuckoo Cow was from around that way, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Cuckoo Cow was from Carolina.
I guess. I just,
Was it?
No,
I thought it was
no.
the Midwest.
no, he right.
who's
Cow's from Milwaukee.
the Carolinas? Who's one of them niggas?
You
that-
That was Petey Pablo.
Petey Pablo.
I'm thinking Peter. Pan.
Yeah. Stupid.
I'm sorry.
Nah, but like to your point though, like you know, just because it don't look like what your section might look like, don't mean that it ain't. You know.
Yeah, it's still a hood, man. You go over there, you do what you ain't supposed to do, something wrong gonna happen to you. Simple as that.
Yeah.
But it was dope, man. Been a dope week, been a busy week. As usual, I know y'all tired of hearing me say that. That might be my slogan, but that's what it is, man. But it's been cool, man. Looking forward to tomorrow. We gonna take some more pictures again. We gonna go to the state and who the fuck they play? Tuskegee.
Tuskegee.
Game. Have a little outing, man. Go see what that's about, man. How was your week, cuz?
It was pretty good, you know. Chilled all day Monday. Didn't do anything. Me and the girl.
The girl.
Kicked
Don't
it,
lose your edge, nigga.
You know, watched a little Netflix.
Well, he
and
already did.
shit.
He added it was a THE girl. The girl. Yeah, it was a super
He
proper
put the
girl.
proper pronunciation.
Uh,
Shit.
I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? I also found out that, you know what I'm saying, my homeboy Barron is Martin Luther and Malcolm X.
Mm.
I ain't
Martin Luther
really-
X.
Yeah, Martin Luther X.
Got you.
The beef still
And the damn
continues.
should say Martin Luther
Them niggas
the
been
X.
beefing all week.
Yeah, goddamn. I can't. I wake up, wait for they beef. I know it's coming. Guys. Wait till tomorrow.
But besides that, you know what I'm saying? Went on a little date also Wednesday. Damn. She
You
should
went
leave me alone playing this game because we kicked it Monday and Wednesday night and plus every night. So I should get about an hour and a half to play the game tomorrow.
Tomorrow, you think so?
That's going to be tough.
Yeah, exactly.
Better get up early, like
Right.
a kid. You know, you first get that
6:30.
video game. You be at that bitch at 6 o'clock.
Better act like you going to work, even though it's Saturday. Yeah, don't go to work, baby. I'll be back.
Just be real quiet. When you came back in, oh shit, I've been here about
I thought
20
you. I
minutes.
thought you knew. Hey,
You was in that sleep. I tried to wake you
pull
up.
that line that I thought you knew.
I thought you knew.
You know, you be lying like a motherfucker. I saw a nigga, man. He was talking on the phone, and you could tell he had to be talking to his old lady or something. And he was, you know what I'm saying he was going to do something at a different time than what he said. And you could just tell, because, you know, as a dude, you know how dudes talk.
Yeah.
My man was like, yeah, I'm going to do this a little earlier than I thought. And then you could hear, like, the voice in the background.
That's
And he was like, oh, man, I thought you knew.
Uh-huh.
Nigga lying. You know damn well she know.
Every time, just like that last
Look,
minute.
Dad's laughing. Hey, hey, that's a good lie. I'm gonna keep that in the tuck. I thought you knew.
It's too late. You done already told him. No,
Hey.
you done telling all our secrets.
Hey,
You
what-
still can know.
Deny. Yeah, hey, I thought you knew.
Hey man, but I hope you live. Reason why I say that is
What
because
the
I hope you live, man. I
Shit,
hope
he got a
like
diagnosis I ain't know about.
you know what I'm saying. We just sat out here. And
Thoughts and prayers.
Dad's got glasses on. He can't see. He changed the brakes in the dark.
Oh.
So you know what I'm saying. I hope you live, my nigga. I hope you all right.
This is true.
That's all I'm saying.
Might be a crash dummy.
Yeah, goddamn. You tested it, dude.
I mean, I had my homeboy put some brakes on my bike one time. That shit didn't work out for me. I had got up to about 12 mile per hour. Straight curve.
Straight to the ground. Ground first.
Nah, my week, I don't know what I did this week. Jordan had a football game, of course. You know, we went to the game.
That was dope.
Shouts out to Can't Get Right. And Rock, they came out there and showed support.
Got your nachos.
Yeah.
Nachos let me down.
They weren't hidden.
Yeah, the hot dogs was good.
Hot dogs was good.
Yeah. Stadium was better than Miles Stadium. But that's all I got to say about that
I never been to Miles Stadium.
one. Shit.
Probably shouldn't go, huh?
You ain't missing a goddamn thing.
Get them. But nah, it was a quick week. It was quick because, you know, like he said, Labor Day, I did nothing. I relaxed most of the weekend, watched some good football. I was excited about it.
Question.
Huh?
Does those short weeks seem like longer weeks for some reason?
Sometimes they do, but this week was, I guess for me, when I get Monday and then I work from home on Wednesday, it's almost like, so I just went to work Tuesday, Thursday, and then here we go Friday.
Yeah.
Man, this week was real short. Me, kicked it with Rock Tuesday, you know. Did that. That
Shouts
was
out to
dope.
my roommate. That boy been giving me every night, man.
Wasted.
Had me up to about 12 o'clock talking about all kind of shit.
Anything. Whatever.
Yeah.
Flying a kite.
Shit, I was like, baby, I'm gonna be home probably about an hour. Came about 3 hours later. Rock just
I thought you knew.
Hey, we got
You know how Rock be.
I thought you knew. He was
Hey, we
gonna
gotta
take
stop
that
putting
long.
that time frame on shit. That's what
Right,
gets you in
that's
trouble.
what
I've
messed
learned
you
that,
up.
boy. I've learned to never with the podcast. What time you think you'll be home? We might be done by 9, 10. She getting mad.
Nah,
We get done when we get done.
right.
I'll be there.
You put that time, man. We gotta stop putting
It'll
that time
mess you up
frame on
every
shit.
time.
That time frame
We gonna
fucks
be
your life.
knowing.
Yeah, so it was a dope week, man, and here we are. Thoughts and prayers, man. Our thoughts and prayers are out to the Bahamas, to the Carolinas,
Yeah.
and all the people affected during Hurricane Dorian. Huge storm. It hit the Bahamas at a 5. One of the most slowest moving hurricanes I ever seen. Like that thing,
At one
the
point,
next day was in the
I ain't-
same spot.
it was
I ain't-
0. No, at one point it said it was
Yeah.
moving 0 miles
Like
per hour.
I ain't know they just get there and just sit there.
Yeah,
No, they don't.
They were saying that that's rare, but they explained it like upper atmosphere pressure was causing it. It wasn't enough pressure to make it move.
I hate to speak on shit like this, but I have a question for y'all. Do y'all think that weather is controlled?
I don't.
No.
I don't know. Like
It's
I
just
hear
too
all that
big.
shit, but when I think about, all right, we know that technology has always evolved and changed, right?
Mhm.
But technology has always it evolves. But think about the technology we had as a kid compared to what we have now. So if we've always had hurricanes even before we technology was good, at what point did they learn how to control the weather?
Think about it like this. they have some shit. I want to say it's China. Have some shit where they can make it snow or some shit like that.
I don't know.
Like send some shit up there in the atmosphere and make it snow.
You might need to research that one a little bit more.
It was on Vice. I don't remember it verbatim, but it was.
I've seen the weather farms that they say that they have,
Yeah.
but I don't know. That's crazy.
Man, I just think it's hard to because like, what's the benefit of it?
If
A
you
hurricane.
if you're Russia
Economics?
or if you're China and you want to fuck with the U.S., a hurricane.
Weather warfare.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a weapon of
like-
mass destruction.
like I could see that if it was possible, like what happened. But I want to say, we all from the coast, so it hits us a little different. But I could see that for New Orleans
Mhm.
because it moves so many black people out of the city.
Mhm.
Then they could move other people in, redevelop, higher price, stuff like that. But I just don't think you can control something that big because it kills everybody or
wouldn't-
hurts everybody.
I'm gonna say it like this: I wouldn't be shocked
Right.
or naive about it because what we always find out. But that one is real hard for me.
Right, and I don't believe it either, but I do. Like we always say it all the time. If we know about it, they know about that shit 10 years ago,
Right. Yeah,
and
that's
so
true.
maybe this is the first year of that 10. We never like.
Yeah, but,
in 10
I
years
mean-
from now, we'll know.
I mean, but for it to hit the Bahamas and then to hit Charleston,
well, and we kind of support the Bahamas a lot. So if
Right.
you're fucking with us, fuck with the Bahamas, then just graze them a little bit.
But I just feel like if you places like America, you can control the weather. Wouldn't you not want weather to ever hit you? So
Well-
wouldn't you control it? Because think about it. When you say like you look at Katrina or things like yes, it does help, and in cases it help some people economic redevelop. When I say help, for their benefit or their gain,
Mhm.
but you also see that the government spends billions of dollars or millions of dollars trying to refix that stuff. So like,
Yeah.
why would you tear it up to fix it?
well,
FEMA is
well,
that whole,
Well, the way I'm thinking of it, and I understand that, but the way I'm thinking of it is, I know we say that if Russia has it, China has it, America has it as well, but I'm thinking that maybe America doesn't have it and China and Russia does. So it's
Mhm.
not that America is
And
ruining their
that's what
own
I find
property.
it hard to believe.
I agree.
Yeah.
But
Because-
maybe it's some one thing they have we don't.
And we've seen a lot of good deeds, man, coming out the hurricane. I know that, like we said, thoughts and prayers, man, to see the different videos and clips of it. It's just, we talked about before what we've done after hurricanes, because we've all three of us have experienced, and even Todd has experienced hurricanes, and we talked about the boredom and the heat, and sitting in the house with nothing to do, but the idea of not having a house at all, or having 10 feet of water in your home, or seeing your wife or your kids float off in water.
Mhm.
And this is an island and you got sharks and all kind of animals, like I just couldn't even imagine something like that. So our
Right.
thoughts and prayers go to those people.
They do. And I know when we talked about it that last time, we kind of made light of it in some instances where we say we have hurricane parties and things of that nature. But then also, I lived through Katrina. I had days at a time where I couldn't talk to my family because phone
Yeah.
services wasn't working. I didn't know if they was there, if they were gone. So that shit can get
Yeah.
serious as well.
And you're right, we do make light of it, but I will say I saw on CNN they had a guy on there, he had water in there up to his like calf and stuff, and my man had dominoes and cards and stuff
Yeah.
on the table. Like it's just part of people, man. Sometimes we
Mhm.
like people are very resilient. And we, even it's amazing, like in the course of trauma or bad fortunes, you still find good in it. And
Have to.
we're seeing people like Tyler Perry. He's doing his job to
that.
help the Bahamas after Dorian. The mogul's basically using his personal airplane to drop off delivering aid. It was a story of a man went in out his personal money and bought 100 generators to ship down to that. So you see people, not only the government say that they're gonna pitch in and do their part, but you see people personally going in, and that's some of the things that when you kind of see all the crazy shit that go on and people not caring about one another, to actually see acts of kindness and people stepping up during time of need.
But our president, man, concern is saying that it was going to hit Alabama.
I'm still trying to get the understanding of what was the purpose of that. And if it wasn't, why did you?
Man, no,
I
don't
don't.
know.
I thought it, like Red State. Hey, we gon'. But like he drew a damn Sharpie on the map.
I saw that. That's crazy. I mean, I stopped trying to make sense of stuff he said a long time ago. But that was crazy, and I for a short term caught myself trying to figure out. So what's the purpose of trying
He
to make
doesn't want
it
to be
here,
wrong.
Alabama?
Like,
and then
once he
and
was
that,
wrong.
and then I got to that
Yeah.
that as the end goal as well. So I don't know.
Also, big shouts out to Hampton University. They basically said that any people, the University of Bahamas took on a hit, and they saying for people who might be displaced, the things they're willing to give a free semester to those kids to make sure
that's
that they
dope.
can come
That's
in and
super
still get their classes. And I think it's a few other schools are following suit.
Hampton gonna be rocking.
Yeah,
Right.
so their president, William R. Harvey, basically issued a statement saying that he would be willing to do that this is kind of what you get into it for, to help kids, families in need, to help them get better education and keep their education going. So shouts out to Hampton on that.
Shouts out. That's super dope, and that's gonna. By the way that some of these videos and pictures and things look, that's probably gonna have to happen a little longer than one semester. But
Right.
Yeah.
that's a dope ass start.
It's gonna
that's
take a
that's
long
definite
time. to-
Because matter of fact, when I think about it, when we went to the Bahamas for Cuz' wedding, we went to Freeport.
Oh, that's trash. They say that's trash. I that's the only place I've been, and I ain't really like it like
Yeah,
that.
well, we went to Nassau first,
Okay.
and then you double back to Freeport, and Freeport was still reeling from a hurricane like a year and a half before that,
That shit
and
take
like you can
time,
still
man.
see like, and we're from there, so we know
Yeah.
we not from the Bahamas, but from a hurricane territory, so we know what it looked like. You can still see trees, a lot of houses or buildings that hadn't come back after the storm. So
New Orleans still got some houses.
Yeah,
you
gonna see
That
it.
was in
I
2000.
went probably a year after you, and they Carnival or whatever dropped us off in Freeport, and it was still like that.
yep.
So
Yeah.
I can only imagine how long it's going to
It's
take.
tough.
them.
Some businesses, we got to, like, to be real, some business can't afford to ever reposition themselves to be back thriving. And it's unfortunate, but we know that's sometimes what happened with storms. So,
Yeah.
thoughts and
out.
prayers to everybody
Right.
affected during this storm. And more scarier news, man. Like, well, I ain't going to say scarier, but fucking scary. An American Airlines mechanic was charged with sabotaging a plane loaded with passengers. A surveillance video basically showed a man basically inserting a piece on the plane. The man's motive apparently that he was mad about a stall in union contract negotiations. So he pretty much, surveillance video showed him, a mechanic now, actually putting something on the plane that was going to cause the plane to have some type of malfunction or something. They don't know the exact alleged cause or what it would actually do.
Yeah.
But I just think the fact that a nigga was mad and doing that shit is scary or fucking enough.
You might have been right what you said at first, scarier, because that's probably more scary. Imagine being on a plane and that bitch going down, man.
That bitch
like,
start rattling.
like, I'm scared on a plane when that bitch going straight and cool. So I can only imagine it going down.
I don't
like,
think I ever had turbulence, and I be goddamn.
Nigga, I remember we was going to Houston. We had some bad turbulence, and fucking South Carolina, nigga, we damn near bounced off the goddamn when we were trying to land.
It basically says the surveillance video reportedly shows him inserting a piece of foam in a compartment under the cockpit to tamper with the air data module system, which is the navigation system. Basically, that's how the plane tracks its pitch. So without it, the plane is not aligned.
Yeah.
It also tracks the speed. They won't know their speed or their pitch. So it'll be going too fast, all kind of shit, man.
So how do you're mad at the union, yet you want to kill people who have nothing to do with your union?
If the plane had taken off, the pilots would have been forced to fly it manually because the plane's computer would have received no data from those systems.
How often does that happen, that they have to fly manually? It's probably
It's
very,
very rare
rare.
nowadays
Yeah.
that they fly
Everything
manually.
goes
I think
right.
landing and takeoff, but that's about
Yeah.
it.
Everything goes right. They pretty much just chilling. They there in case something goes wrong. Because they have pretty much
GPS.
everything to a science. Like, if somebody adds a bag late, all the numbers get recalibrated. Everything gets
As far as the
redone.
weight on the plane.
Yeah,
and-
how you gonna go? That's why I understand why they charge for bagging, because like very small area, 50, 60 pounds can throw you off
change
on
it,
one
yeah.
side. It changes everything.
But like Huda was just about to get into, like, you're not hurting your union. Like, you're
Right.
hurting people.
Nobody who made any
Again,
of those
like I
decisions
said-
getting hurt.
Actually,
what if somebody-
that makes the mechanics look weaker. Like, damn, why the mechanic can't catch this?
And what if somebody, again, like I've stated before, what if it's a person on there who is working for the union that's trying to fight to get what you're trying to get?
Like the Walmart situation.
shit's so
You're
stupid.
going into Walmart killing these type of people, but then you end up killing one of your own.
That shit's just stupid.
But like, yeah, he could be killing his own union member because maybe they got free flight benefits. He don't really know who on that plane.
And that's another thing that goes into somewhere else of that. You lose jobs because they're going to get a robot to do your job because the robot's not going to do what you're going to do.
Robots don't have
because the
feelings.
union isn't doing what you want them to do.
That's just
Right.
stupid.
Yeah,
You're
that's
just a
dumb.
stupid. fucker.
You the fucking dummy of the year. Fuck that. Dummy.
Shit, I don't know why I keep running into shit, but
Because you got number shit
Sad
over
man, sad man.
there. Yeah, that's him.
99% of student loan borrowers are being rejected with the student loan forgiveness program. Did y'all see that shit? I know we got a lot of college listeners or people who went to
What
college.
you mean rejected?
I saw the headline, but I didn't
You know-
read into it.
You know, you got to put that shit in. The Watchdog Agency basically released some new information. They basically said that the people who are filing information is saying, like, you know, you got to
Getting
do your
denied.
8 years or other. It's finally coming up on time for people who finally just entered these student loan programs. And when they're putting in their information to, okay, I fulfill my agreement, they're getting rejected, saying, like, no. You gotta keep going.
like to
Yeah,
wipe
like
out
to-
the
like,
rest.
I've paid,
I paid 100,000, but
I paid,
I got to pay another 100.
like, okay, let's just say your loan was 150,000.
Mhm.
You paid your 8 years of payments or 10 years of payments, however long their particular program is.
Damn.
When they're getting done with information and receipts and everything, they're still saying, like, nah, you got to continue paying.
Question: is this what they were talking about when they were saying that Obama probably put the biggest student loan scam into place because he probably was the one who put this in order or something? I saw that headline. I didn't really read
I
into
don't
the
know.
story.
I don't know enough about
That's
that to speak on that.
two totally different things. Yeah, what Stock is talking about, like say
I know what
teacher.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
you
Because
but that-
like we have that program that
Right.
if we pay a certain amount for a certain amount of years, that the
And
rest
then
of it's gone.
the rest of it.
But that's not happening.
But
that's-
the thing they was talking about with Obama, it was like more of the forbearance, like a real forbearance. Like, hey, I can't pay right now.
Mhm.
Work with me. But like places like Navient and those like the bigger places, they make their employees, hey, I need to get you off the phone in 30 seconds.
Mhm.
So somebody's saying, hey, can I at least pay the interest? I can't pay all of it. Can I pay some? Oh, no, we're going to put you on a forbearance. Don't even worry about all that because that's more paperwork. So we're going to put you on a forbearance. You're still incurring interest, but you're not paying anything
And
on
see,
your principal.
And they a lot of them are blaming some of the student loan programs because it said the programs are complex and only certain federal student loans, and in quotes, direct loans qualify, and only certain repayment plans, which is income-driven repayments, can allow borrowers to make qualifying payments.
Mhm.
So you got to be very specific in the plan that you get in, and you got to make sure that you ask the proper questions according to this because they're not really telling
So
you.
you have to know that if with my job, if I pay my loans for 10, 15 years, what plan do I need to get in order for that to go into effect?
Direct loans, income-driven repayment, from what I'm saying. But read and do your own research because it's basically saying the people that you're calling and asking, the student loan services have done a poor job conveying the program to borrowers.
That shit
And in some
trash.
cases have misled them. Thousands of borrowers through basically making progress or basically telling them that, yes, you're in a repayment plan.
Mhm.
And people just think, oh, this is the right repayment plan. So you got to be careful.
They do offer about 6 of them, but it's trash that this agency or this place that's gonna forgive your loans for you paying. It shouldn't matter which one you're paying.
And the thing that people gotta, like I say all the time, the unintended consequences, going back to your question about Obama, you can pass something that you feel like is
It's
good.
It'll turn out
But
to
there's
be bad.
also companies. If I'm a company and I'm a big company and I'm making a lot of revenue off of whatever I'm doing, I have lawyers, high paid lawyers, that sit there and find loopholes in every law that comes out. So if I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna pass this because this gonna help, it's no way that Obama would have passed something or any well, I ain't gonna say
intentionally
any,
for it to be
but
bad.
yeah, to intentionally do bad. But I got these crafty lawyers who are skilled, who get paid a lot of money to find the loophole. It's loopholes in taxes. It's loopholes in everything. And even if you try to close the gap, they got lawyers that's out there that's paid to try to find a way around
that gap. That gap
Yeah.
in the gap.
So,
That's crazy. I don't know.
I don't know. Shit crazy.
But students, like my man said, do your motherfucking research, students.
Yeah.
Make sure you paying the right shit in order to get your money that you're not supposed to be getting into. So,
Hang on. Speaking of schools, since we're staying on
I
schools,
know where you going.
a Catholic school removed Harry Potter books for its library because they said if you spoke the spells that was in the book, it would become true.
Where the school at?
It's in
South.
It's in Tennessee. It's in Knoxville.
I knew it. Had to be the South.
A Catholic school that has been around for 60 years.
So has any of them came true yet?
He said it will.
But has it? I'm pretty sure they removed the book.
What was a Harry Potter spell?
Like, I guess they say the spells in
No,
the
I'm
book.
just saying because I never seen Harry
I never
Potter,
watched
so what
it
was
either.
the spell?
You turn into
I
a
don't
wizard.
know. Hocus pocus.
It's gonna be like what's that name? Alfalfa when he drunk that water, started coughing up bubbles. Shut y'all ass up.
Hitting up bubble.
And the crazy part, like because it's Catholic, so it's ran like the priest has a lot to say so. He's the whatever. But the teachers, I mean not the teachers, but the parents was like, now he been doing crazy stuff like this and they've been complaining. So question like,
Why you keep sending your kids there?
yeah.
why is your kid still going there if you have questions about this nigga
If
being
the
crazy?
principal is scared of Harry Potter, I don't want my child being at that school.
If the principal is scared of Harry Potter, he ain't the principal no more. He shouldn't be the principal. And shouldn't, in order for him to think that, shouldn't a spell have to have happened already?
To someone.
What the first spell at? I want to know.
I wouldn't
Probably
know.
that leprechaun they found in Mobile. Shit, man.
That disappeared when the light got on.
Right.
Shut
You
y'all
can't
ass
see
up.
him right now.
Nigga crazy, man. But prayers to Kevin Hart as well, man. Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Been
yeah,
in that recent accident. Had a bad back injury. There's a lot of stories going on. We don't know what to
Yeah.
believe. Whatever it is, man. Prayers to him
Yeah,
and
to
his
his
family.
family
man.
and stuff.
I just
Man,
want to
hard
believe the
worker,
good
man.
ones. Yeah.
But you know, like that just like we say all the time, that just puts shit in perspective. It doesn't matter your money, it doesn't matter your status, it doesn't matter none of that shit. You can be on top of the world like Kevin Hart has been in
Gets
the
put on
entertainment
hold.
industry, and then one day your time you might get dialed up.
Mhm.
Right now he's still with us, you know, and that's a good thing, you know. Thoughts and prayers, like you said to him, but like, man, that shit just it puts shit in perspective, man. It's a car accident.
I don't know why the fuck I always be thinking weirdly about crazy situations. Do y'all? Because we hear a lot that he works a lot. He works a ton. He overworks. Do you think that maybe things happen for a reason? Meaning things happen for maybe he can sit down and rest and take a break and do things of that nature?
Yeah.
I
I
don't know
believe
how I
that.
got there, but
I believe that's true, but like, damn, don't do it like this.
right. But then I also say that because I feel like we
You don't get
all
to control how
Yeah.
how it go, right? Because I feel like we all work a ton. So if we don't slow down or chill out sometimes, you think that makes something's
I
going to sit
believe-
us down?
I believe in stuff like that. I believe everything happens for a reason, you know?
Yeah. And then like just this week I told you, fuck that shit. See, God
Yeah.
just put me in your life to tell you to fuck that shit.
And
Now
it
your
happened.
life gonna be better.
It happened.
See?
You say fuck that shit after I did it, though.
but I ain't know.
But yeah, man, it just, sometimes you got to slow down. And you've always heard that, you know, God will get your attention how he needs to. So, I like he said, I wouldn't want it to be that, but we don't get to pick and choose none of that stuff, you know? So,
Question for y'all. If something was like, something of that nature was to happen to y'all, not saying that, but something was to sit you down, do you know to listen to it and to sit down, or do
Sometimes.
when you get better, you go right back to doing the same
Sometimes
thing?
you
shit,
don't.
shit.
It's all about perspective, man.
I mean-
and where you at?
I'm not comparing, but shit, I got set down for most of the summer.
You did.
So
You was
shit,
trying to
stop,
Dropping in the kiddie pool.
It
stop
knew-
doing dumb shit.
It knew you was about to have a hot boy summer.
Hot boy summer.
Calm your ass down, nigga.
Yeah.
No hot boy summer for you.
Hell no. Baby, will you
but,
bring me some more ice?
Well, speaking of Kevin Hart, the shop. We saw the shop, and we saw the comments and the things. The comment
To
that
me,
he
that was
made
one of the
that
better episodes.
it
Yeah.
was, and I got a question about that, about it being a better episode too. But as far as the comments right now, Do y'all think he said anything outlandish that deserved any feedback?
I think whoever is feeling like he did, I don't know if they watched it.
Right.
Like, I think they might have just saw the sound bite or that one little clip and then thought something bad. But, like, when I was seeing it, I was like, well, what did he say? And then I'm watching it, and I'm like, he's basically telling him, like, man, we don't care about that.
Right.
Like, not that we don't care about those people or individuals. I'm just simply saying, like, you want to, like, you're human. We don't care. Like,
Exactly. We don't give
you
a
want
shit.
us to
You
give
here
you
in the room
props
with us.
because you're like, no, you're one of us. We're all
Right.
people.
And basically what happened was he was talking to Lil Nas X, and Lil Nas X they was asking him questions about him coming out of being gay. He was like, okay, so what, you gay? Why does that matter? That's not the words verbatim, but it was kind of in that context. And somehow people find a way to take that out of context.
And that's why I
I don't get.
Oh, go ahead.
Man, they gonna jump on. You know, once you get, you know, like somebody said, Malcolm Little will never be able to turn into Malcolm X nowadays.
If you don't let him grow.
Because all he was saying was like, all right, bro, that's not a big announcement. You gay, cool.
Okay.
Who gives a fuck?
I'm
I
comfortable.
think that should be.
To me, he was more so saying that I'm comfortable with you. I don't give a
Right.
Yeah,
fuck.
I don't give a fuck. That ain't need to be no
Why you
press
even tell me
conference.
that? Like,
Right.
I didn't care. Like, I'm
gay?
cool with you regardless.
You gay? You know
That's-
what? I'm straight.
But you know what?
So what?
And that's why I was talking about with that shit from the shop when he was saying how, you know, I just try to tell jokes about my family and stay in the middle. I don't think you can. Because it's going to be somebody, some group, some kind of way that's going to be offended by what they saying. And that's why the other dope thing was just be yourself.
And even if you do that in your stand-ups, you're going to have shows like this you're going to be on where you can't just talk about your family,
Right,
your
you gotta
friends.
talk
and-
about shit.
You got to talk about that shit. You're going to have interviews where you're going to talk about that shit.
My
so
man was wine drunk, but
he was super drunk.
My boy was having a good
That is-
time. And
He had a blast.
But I mean, bro, talk about it. Like, I thought that shit was dope, but like, who gives a fuck? You don't have to announce that you're gay. Who cares? You're gay, you're straight. That doesn't change how I feel about you.
right.
Lil Nas
And I
X
think
put
that's
a
what he
dope
was saying.
song out.
I look at you like a human being,
Yeah.
as a man, da-da-da. I don't care about none of that. Like, I just look at you as a person. Like,
Cool.
What's up?
Question. And I've been trying to do that shit like this past week. I was doing it on purpose and still failed. Can you avoid talking about shit? No matter what the shit is.
No.
You can sit here and say, I'm going to avoid talking about this. I'm going to avoid getting arguments with these niggas in the group message about anything. But somehow you get sucked in. In this day and age, can you avoid talking about shit?
I think it
It
depends on
depends.
what that shit is that you're talking about. Like, I think it's a lot of things you can avoid talking about. You just got to be crafty with it. But to your answer, I think you can. It depends, but depending on what the shit is.
So let's say the shit is having an argument in a group message. Can you stay away from having an argument in that group message?
Easily. 99% of the arguments, you choose to get into them. Like, I choose to want to argue with y'all.
Yeah, you choose all of them.
Yeah.
Some of them you can't stay out of.
Some of them I can't. Nigga, I would be in a meeting and jump in an argument right quick.
Man, it's not an argument that I've ever jumped in a group mess that I didn't choose to get in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's natural, and that's for anything you've done probably, because it's not
Right,
many
so you actually
outside of being a
choose
kid. But since you get into those things, like, who really wants to argue?
I do.
We do.
Y'all niggas crazy.
What?
You do.
We started the podcast because
I never
we like to argue.
But I never really wanted to argue. I kind of wanted to talk. I think
You
it's
and
different.
DJ argue something about Tuesday, and it was just you two.
But that goes to my point of, can you resist it? I can't resist fussing with that
Sometimes you
nigga.
can't resist.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes that shit is just hard to stay out.
Sometimes I see some shit.
Sometimes some shit is so stupid that no matter how much you want to be out of it, you jump into it.
No, because one particular person, sometimes they say some dumbass shit, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to do it this time.
And then you do it.
No. Nobody just,
It's a lot of particular people that do that.
they just let it go. Yeah.
I think all of us do it at times.
Yeah.
You main one.
I love to bake.
No,
I got good
no,
bake.
y'all don't let shit I say slide.
Yeah, we do. We let
Yeah,
a lot of
stuff you say. It's just you say so much that some of it's going to catch something.
That might be true.
I just like to bake. I got great bake game.
You said this was one of the better episodes, so I had a question about that too. Do you think LeBron is needed on that show?
No.
Why not?
I mean, because it's only so much you can see. Matter of fact, I don't want to see him every week. Like, I think it's dope. I think it's better because it's not like he's not even the narrator. Maverick is the narrator. You know what I mean? So you don't necessarily need Bron on every show. It's dope to see him there and get his perspective on different conversations, but I don't think he's necessarily needed on every show. He can executive produce it like he's been doing and keep doing it.
What you think, K? Right?
Like you said, like it started to get stagnant because, all right, bro, I done heard your point of view. 8 episodes. Like, I don't see where he would have fit in. Because think about it. Because they had, when they was talking about is GOAT's genetic. I don't want to hear LeBron's take on
The GOATs?
if he was supposed to be a GOAT or, oh, yeah, I woke up in the morning, I took, man, get the fuck out of here. So,
All you got to do is eat your smacks.
like,
Smacks was
Sweeties,
trash, by the way.
Sleep on the
Smacks
feet.
was awful.
That hoe was terrible. That hoe was super
Hey, I saw
terrible,
Ryan
goddamn.
post. He was talking about people
Raisin
who eat
Bran.
Raisin Bran. Yeah, I used to fuck with Raisin Bran.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to put a pound of sugar on them hoes, but
That's
I fuck
what
with
Ben
them.
said. I used to eat them shit, especially if you get that variety pack. You remember the little variety pack that had 12 in it?
Them little
Oh, yeah.
squirt, them little squirt.
Hey, nothing went wasted in that variety
Put
pack.
some
I get
sugar in
them
them
Wheaties. Wheaties was trash as fuck too.
You gotta put
Wendy's
su-
was awful. I got Wendy's one try.
Weed is gonna be, if I have diabetes, it's probably gonna be because of Wheaties, goddamn. Put a pound of sugar in them hoes too, goddamn.
Nigga thought they was giving you a healthy alternative.
Hell no,
Rice
no,
Krispies.
But Kellogg's was trash by themselves. But you put a pound of sugar on them.
What's Kellogg's what though?
Kellogg's was not. Oh, you
Kellogg's
talking
the
about the
regular.
plain ones? Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
regular.
yeah, yeah.
Frosted, yeah, you
That's
just
what
need a
I'm saying.
little sugar.
and they put the strawberry on the box. Ain't no fucking strawberries in there. Get that shit.
Dummy.
That's how you supposed to eat it, but you niggas, you know how y'all do.
Man, mama wasn't buying no strawberries. Shit, my mama barely
Talking
bought
about putting
any
in
fruit.
cereal.
Yeah.
You better put some sugar on that shit.
Nah, this shit going to my daiquiri for my mama. You better not use that shit. That
My
going to my
bad, man. What
daiquiri.
you was talking about the shot one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Another question from that. Do you think that was his plan
Maybe.
to ultimately not be there?
I think Brown is calculated. I think
Yeah.
he knew that he wasn't going to be on every episode.
And then, like, maybe it could be more of a regular thing because during the season, the Lakers lose a game, but he on the shop.
Mm-hmm.
They talking about,
Number Lakers
And from
losses.
strategic and marketing, like, I'm going to stand with my homeboy for a minute, get
And
to
then-
know the ride, and then I'm going to fade out, and then let him take
I
over.
come on there every
Yeah,
now and then.
Yeah, that's it. And dope.
I think that's super smart. If that's how he planned it, and that's how it seems to be, one, he made it cool when he was there for that short period of time. Then you
Yeah,
get an
because he was
episode-
talking, like,
It was cool to see him
I
talk
like
like
him,
that.
yeah, talking like how, we talk because we thought nigga was just a robot.
in a barbershop cursing.
That shit
That's
reminds
what
like
we
do.
I'm not gonna put him on there because I put my teacher higher than that. But remember when you thought your teacher didn't do none of the shit that you did?
like regular shit.
Yeah, like, oh, my teacher eat. You ever saw your teacher in the mall when you was in like elementary?
I'm like,
Oh, what you doing shopping?
doing here?
You shop?
Hey, you
I
thought
ain't
the
no
motherfuckers lived in the books at the school or something, didn't they?
like on the wire when
Presbeluski?
Huh?
Presbeluski?
yeah, and the corner kids was out and they was like, you go to movies? Yeah, I thought you just fucked with us all day. You really thought your teacher just
That's it.
school and then she just went in
I
some
thought the motherfuckers-
closet.
I thought they slept in the chalkboard or
Yeah.
something.
Somebody unplugged their ass.
Teacher fuck around, be cool, be out there.
Hey,
be
but how
drunk.
you were when you found that? Like, damn, somebody crushed my teacher.
Somebody. I wonder who.
Now that you think about it, she'd have gave y'all that homework because some nigga
Y'all
got
ever had
there.
some?
They giving her
Man,
ideas
did y'all
and
see
shit.
that? The little meme. They was like, what teachers look like when I was a kid versus how they
Compared to
look now.
now, little skirts. Man, teacher had big glasses down them. I had them glasses on your nose, teacher.
But them nigga had a teacher with a big ass mustache on that bitch talking about how our teachers look.
Big mole right here, goddamn, all that shit. Gray hair coming out the mole.
Teacher Bay, I wouldn't have learned that in that class.
I'd have learned something, but it wouldn't have been school.
Yeah, it'd
At
have been
LaFleur,
anatomy.
we had a couple teachers that was like that. It was like, hey, teacher Bay. That.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to think, nigga, we had no fine teachers. Not a one. Not
I
that
remember
can think
one.
of.
But then once you started getting into like 11th, 12th grade, like the teacher's assistants was close enough for you to, like,
Nigga, we
Talk
didn't have, you were privileged. We didn't have no teacher assistants.
oh, hell
We
no.
barely
Why would you
had-
want to go there?
We barely had teachers. Shit, fucking assistant, nigga. We barely had teachers.
well, at my high school, we had teachers that was probably still in college, and you 17, and they probably like 20, 21. So and then like after college, like you could go holler at them then.
I really
not
like-
after college, but after you got out of high school.
Like, I real life didn't know until just now that high school teachers had assistants.
Is Mobile hiding the country's best chicken finger place?
That's what they asked.
in the little publication of Southern Living, they basically had Foosacklis. For those who don't know, Foosacklis is a fast food chicken tender spot, similar to Zaxby's, or for people around Birmingham, Guthrie's. Basically, Southern Living said that Mobile, Alabama may be home to one of the best fast food chicken tender chain. Did y'all see that? I know that you've had it before. So I was curious about y'all thoughts, and I know we got a lot of listeners from Mobile and Birmingham that'll know, all the different chicken tender spots. So what's up? Where you at?
I grew up on Foosacklis, but in high school, I think they came around. Oh, this shit is good as fuck. Then came to Birmingham and tried, Tuscaloosa, because when I first came up here, I don't think it was a Guthrie's up here. It was just on Hoover. But I was like, oh, it's just like Foosacklis.
Yeah.
Try Zaxby's. Oh, just like Guthrie's and Foosacklis. And then I think you said Raging something. I haven't had that.
I hadn't had that either. I asked somebody about it. They said it was good.
The first time I had it, I was in Baton Rouge, and I thought that shit was the best shit I had ever had. So like you said, I came here, I had Zaxby's, I had fucking Guthrie's, and it's the same chicken fingers, it's the same Texas toast, it's the same fucking secret sauce. How everybody's sauce is a secret and the same. Come on, man, figure that shit out.
Like, that is kind of crazy. Because if you think about it, Burger King ain't figured out McDonald's Mac sauce.
Hell no.
Yeah.
So how the hell y'all got the same dipping sauce?
I think somebody said it earlier. I think it's the same nigga who own all them hoes and just calling them something different.
Little DJ.
Just to get that with great
And
marketing.
then, because somebody be like, oh, no, Foosacklis is better. Oh, no, Guthrie's is better. Nigga, y'all eating the same goddamn chicken.
Same chicken on the same phone.
I've had Foosacklis, and everybody was hyped. Like, I never ate it when I was, I didn't eat it till, like, I got much older. And I had it, and I was excited to try it. I felt like the chicken was good, but the fries trash.
Yeah, them fries trash.
Them fries extra trash.
Okay, well, now
They don't even attempt to put no salt
I'm
in
about
that
to say,
bitch.
so who has the best? I guess they can't base it off the chicken if the chicken is the same. They got the same Texas toast?
Yeah,
They got the same
Pretty
sauce?
much.
yeah.
So I guess it goes to who has everything. Well, who has the best fries? I guess is what it
Right
comes
now,
down.
and I'm gonna have to try it again, and they may kill me, but I'm Zaxby's. I'm thinking Zaxby's.
All right, well, we done had that hearts enough in Mobile. Next time we go to Mobile, I need some Foosacklis.
Let's go.
I mean, you'll like it, but you go, hey, and I know what you
I
gonna
know
say.
him.
And then
It's
we go to
just
New
the
Orleans, we
chicken
got to
to
get
me.
some Raging Cane's.
I want to say we used
We
to
got one
have
in Mobile.
We got one in Mobile.
It might be different, though. Different places,
Let's
like
go
the
get-
Popeyes and shit like that.
Let me pull his hooter. Let's go get both.
I
So
don't
you
mind.
both.
I don't mind.
You know he.
I don't mind.
You gonna order 12
Stop by
pieces of
Hearts
both.
and Rogers on the way out.
I don't mind. Yeah, I eat it all. Yeah.
But yeah, shouts out to food. That's still a good look for them. So
Who wrote that article? Was it somebody?
Southern Living.
Okay.
That's the big magazine. Big
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't no small thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Southern Living is a big thing. Birmingham question.
That might make you want to consider it even more so now that they're the ones who wrote it.
Better chicken fingers. Al's or Purple Onion?
Al's, but because of the fries. They had the purple
did.
onion. I'm sorry, purple.
you
Onion.
tripping.
Al's had the skinnier fries. Purple
Yeah.
onions had the thicker fries. So I'm gonna go to purple onion because the chicken was the
said
same
chicken
chicken.
fingers.
And I know the chicken was the same chicken
No, it wasn't.
to me,
Mm-mm.
and they had the same old honey mustard.
And
had
I
the
love
same
Al's
old,
barbecue
same
sauce.
old pineapple.
Birmingham niggas love Purple Onion, but they just weird anyway.
But overall, I love Al's more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Overall, I love Al's more.
I'll take that.
Because Al's burgers were better, the wraps were better,
Bruh.
the bakers were better.
I don't mean to stay on this long, but I didn't know that we was eating turkey bacon. They whatever they are, so they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
believe in eating pork.
Yeah, that's what somebody said.
That's how dumb we were in college, where we were
Yeah.
supposed to be smart.
But in
Right.
college, we didn't give a fuck how shit tastes. We just ate that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, nigga. We
Man, this bacon
Man,
good
did
as a
y'all see
motherfucker.
them? They was talking about with that SpongeBob meme. You know how they kept saying,
I'ma
we
get
gotta
up.
go.
Yeah.
They put up the I don't even know the name of Flounders or something. The hamburger patty that was in the orange box that everybody got from Walmart as college students that you
Yeah.
put on
Oh,
George
yeah.
Foreman.
Yeah.
They got kept them hoes. They had big boy triple stacks in them hoes.
Hey, but that was a lifesaver in goddamn
That
college.
was
But
a
you can get that
lifesaver.
shit
The
for
Foreman-
$9, get 99 patties.
Nigga, I thought I was a chef on the Foreman grill, nigga.
And then that tilapia
You gotta
here
put the
Put
right
that shit on there, put
seasoning.
some seasoning
You
sauce.
gotta put the right seasoning on that bitch. And you gotta flip it at the right time.
shouldn't have no blood in it. You should just cook
But
it.
college food
nigga-
was trash.
Nigga was so trash, I got nigga, the grease would be leaking all over out the little cup. Nigga ain't even had a little cup under that bit. That grease leaking all over the counter and shit.
Might put a plate under there.
That shit ain't work.
Because had been lost that cup.
that little cup had a hole in that bitch that melted. Fuck you give me some shit that's gonna melt. That's supposed to collect this shit.
That's supposed to collect grease.
I was supposed to talk about this earlier, but I kind of missed it. But did y'all see during Hurricane Dorian, that 16 bricks of cocaine washed up on a Florida beach?
Pablo back, nigga. Like Rick Ross said, Tupac back, Pablo back. Pablo, that's crazy, fool. Like, and I wonder how old them hoes is, because you've been hearing about bricks getting thrown in the ocean for years and years and years off the Florida coast. I wonder how old are they?
I don't think they old.
That was probably a run.
Yeah, I think
somebody got caught up. Man, we gonna make it for the hurricane.
Yeah.
Now you think you can make it, man.
So they did.
You ever try to see if you can make something, you go out there and look, you be like, man, you think, and then you gotta ask other people, you think I can make it? You think I can make it to Florida real quick?
No.
And it was that one home real quick. Like, man,
you can make it. So they died, but the bricks made it.
The bricks made it. The bricks always survive. But hey, that one home bought extra trash that you can make it.
You can make it.
Oh yeah, you could. I did that shit before.
Quarter tank of gas. You think I can make some more beer?
Yeah,
you can make it. I did it last week.
You'd be stuck in Clear.
I ain't got no money on my card. You think I can make it? Hell no. All right.
But yeah, them bricks washed up. I just had to throw that in. They ain't had shit to do with shit, but it did.
Big bricks, goddamn. Speaking of those bricks and in Florida, Bad Boys 2 trailer. Did y'all see the Bad Boys 2 trailer? That bitch look amazing.
It's 3, 4.
Mine look like the
It's 3.
It's 3. Is it? I don't care.
Yeah, it's 3.
It's 3. Damn sure it is.
I ain't even hear, but I
I said Bad Boys 2 trailer, but yeah, it is 3. But them 2 niggas. That's what I mean by the 2. But I'm gonna make myself right. But did y'all see the trailer?
I saw the trailer.
It looked dope. Looked
I
dope.
liked it.
It was funny already in that little thing, so I think it could be good.
It does look like it's gonna be good, and I know a lot of times we say it's gonna be hard to be better than the original, but I think we came to the consensus that Bad Boys 2 is one of those things that was better than the original.
Oh yeah.
So
it was mixed. I want to say.
Who?
Well, I mean, not mixed, but Todd said that 1 was better.
Well, was it?
Todd probably ain't watched.
You said
the
1 too?
I thought
I know all.
I thought it didn't got better.
2 is a much better movie than 1.
But I just think for those movies, it's easy to get better because technology get better. So
yeah, the special
reel
effects,
you in more, you know.
Yeah, my man drove a Hummer through a village.
Yeah.
So and survived
of meth being cooked. Goddamn shit blowing up behind him.
Right.
But just looking at it, the optics of it is pretty fucking dope. It looked like it's much more advanced. It looks like they're bringing some younger cops along who actually have a little funny in them too. Martin looks like he's coming out of that woosah shell and getting back to the Martin, as well as being funny and still within that woosah shell. And Mike looked like he still got the hoes.
Shit.
Mike still got the hoes.
Martin looked like he was coming out the buffet. And
yeah, that too. That's what woosah to get you. Goddamn, woosah to get you food.
He had peace with his weight.
Happy with this fact.
Yeah, but it looked dope, man. Shouts out to them, man. We can't wait to check it out.
Damn, so January 17th, 2020.
That ain't too far. I hate them. You gotta wait a whole year. So that ain't too bad.
I don't mind it. It's not so much like music, because with music, I think it's a little different.
Yeah.
And music leaks as well. I haven't seen too many leaked movies. And then they have to have their press runs. I want to hear surprise music, but I rather know a movie's coming.
Talking about leaks, I didn't know that Jeezy original Thug Motivation 101 wasn't gonna have Soul Survivor on it, but it leaked, and the leaked version had Soul Survivor on it, so he went ahead and
kept it on there.
Good
thing he did, because that was the popping single from it.
Speaking of movies. Did y'all see that Hallmark Countdown to Christmas is right around the corner? The Hallmark movie channel and all those things that you watch just actually released. This kind of follow up to Can't Get Right. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking about the different movies that he watched around Christmas. I know a lot of us get in the Christmas spirit with watching a lot of Christmas movies. But for their 10th anniversary, Hallmark channel has released a countdown to Christmas. It actually starts October the 26th. And they pretty much have movies every Saturday and Sunday where they're just gonna be releasing different movies all the way leading up to December the 28th.
I don't like that. I
Why?
don't like that because they fucking over Halloween and definitely fucking over Thanksgiving.
They been started that. Like if
I know,
you
I know, I
walk in
know.
Walmart,
I know.
Sam's, and all that shit right now, they got snowmans and igloos and fat ass Santas over that
Yes,
bitch.
They
I know.
gearing up.
I know
As
for
soon
the,
as Halloween is over, it's Christmas time.
but they're doing it. That's before Halloween. When
the last time you turned to Hallmark?
I don't know.
It's not gonna affect you any.
But
You
still,
acting like these
that ain't-
other people.
Right,
with
he
the
don't
same
watch
heart.
Christmas. I only brought it up because he brought up Christmas movies.
You like sticking your tongue on poles and shit.
I never did that, but I do it to like a popsicle.
Pole
Same
liquor.
thing. Yeah,
Nigga,
pole
pole
liquor.
liquor.
Pole liquor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that I simply said that for the simple fact that Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. Nigga, I get to have big boy plate with no bad conscience.
Who Thanksgiving is your favorite holiday?
Bro, you could go
Wow.
eat any day of the week.
But I'm not gonna eat that kind of food.
I mean, I get that. I love a Thanksgiving. I'm not gonna put it as my.
You eat it at Christmas.
And
Where he come from?
And
Oh
Christmas.
yeah, they
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
do
yeah, we
seafood
talked
or
about
something.
Yeah, big seafood, but you know
So
what I'm saying?
Thanksgiving is your
Gumbo.
favorite because of the food.
Yeah.
Christmas my favorite holiday.
Yeah, Christmas is my favorite holiday.
I'm a Thanksgiving man myself.
4th of July, from being a child, probably would be real.
4th
high.
of July is the next. Boy, one shit like going over there in Pritchard. All my folks was in Pritchard
Yeah.
then, and just popping fireworks and like anything went over there.
Oh yeah,
That was when
shotguns,
anything goes.
bazookas,
Yeah.
whatever that nigga could afford.
Nigga,
was getting
dynamite
put in
over there. Fuck you get dynamite.
Y'all watch back.
the real TNT, not the firecracker kind. Goddamn.
No,
Hey man, y'all watch back now. Get the
Right.
kids over there.
You got a hand grenade out this bitch.
whole little open field. You know, Pritchard's always an open field somewhere.
Right there. It
Yeah.
was always that one. It was always that one little open field. But yeah, shouts out to Hallmark on releasing that lineup, man. We can't wait to see. I like to get in the spirit with that shit.
I'm trying to think. Favorite Christmas movie? You said yours is the Christmas movie, or something, right?
A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story.
Home Alone, me.
Home Alone. Nigga, I'm next Friday or some shit. Next Friday. Or Friday after next, whatever one is.
I'm Home
Barbecue
Alone.
sauce good enough.
One
to
and
be
two
on.
though. 1 and 2.
I love
1
Home
and 2.
Alone though.
Yeah,
One
1
and
and 2. I can watch that any day.
The Grinch. All different versions. I love that.
I never really watched The Grinch.
You ain't never seen
Oh.
the Grinch? It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's cool. I fucks with the Grinch.
I never saw it.
Yeah, but shouts out to them, man. Man.
What you got? Some more sad shit?
Let me put that up.
I can tell by the huff, goddamn.
I'm tired of saying.
That nigga huffed over that bitch.
We'll get that on another part. Did y'all see my man, Medicine Pizza? He trying to make up. The Papa John's
Said
found.
medicine piece.
Yeah, that's what Plies got. A medicine pizza.
No, Madison.
Hey, that shit stuck when Plies hit him with
Yeah.
that medicine pizza. But the Papa John's founder donated $1 million to the one of the historical black colleges in Kentucky. It didn't really, I don't know why it didn't really say, Simmons College. He basically donated $1 million. My man, you know, he's been banished for a while because of his comments he made back in 2017. One after disappointing sales he had, and then after the NFL protest where he got caught using the N-word during a company conference call. So now I guess he trying to, you know, bring himself back. He donated $1 million. I just wanted to tell y'all that. Thank y'all for the money, but we ain't forgot.
Yep.
Exactly, man. I love the pizza too, though, but I could do with the pizza without having him around it. You know what I'm saying? So
But it do want to, it bring me to an important question. And it's a question that I feel like is surrounded by a lot. It brings a lot of heated conversation to it. It's delicate, sensitive for some. But we saw this week. We got into a conversation between the PWIs and HBCUs. And I wanted to sit down and talk about it. Have a great conversation, man, and figure out, you know, y'all thoughts. What sparked it was Jamel Hill basically said, for those who don't know, she's the ex-ESPN commentator. She's very dope. Gives a lot of different perspective on things. She graduated from
Michigan State.
Michigan State, which is a PWI. But Jamel Hill posted that it's time for black athletes to leave white colleges. Basically that they attract money and attention to these predominantly white universities. that showcase them while HBCUs struggle. What would happen if all the black athletes collectively decided to go back to HBCUs? It's in her first magazine piece, The Atlantic. It's appearing in the October issue. But I felt like it raised a lot of questions.
Mhm.
I know it did in our group, and I know a lot of people who listen to us and support us may want to hear about it. So, where y'all at? How y'all feel about it?
Two separate points. Jamel first.
Don't be woman bashing.
Nah, I'm keeping 100. And shit, you a columnist, you do what you do. And I love her. I'll tell you that firsthand. I thought that was a bit hypocritical because you didn't go to one. So your however much $150,000 that you paid to Michigan State could have went to a HBCU.
I got a question because I'm not on either side, but do you think it has to start somewhere? And do you think that sometimes simply because you didn't do it, you can't tell somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
I think
Maybe she look at it as a
right.
mistake.
Like, exactly. Maybe
And now-
I made that mistake so you wouldn't have to.
Right.
I think that's very easy to do.
I don't. I think it's actually harder because you're going to be seen as hypocritical.
Like, I mean, that's just like how it's easy for somebody that's staying in a nice neighborhood or staying in a nice apartment to say you should fuck the hood more.
But that's also like a person who's telling you not to murder.
I think that's a little. I mean,
It's a little extreme, but
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
I get what you're saying,
It's
but
telling you to do something I didn't.
and also like I think that's a lot to put on a 17-year-old. I get it, but I think the bigger issue, if that's a thing, is for maybe parents to push. Hey, why don't you just look at this school? Maybe you'll like it. I looked at an HBCU.
Mhm.
I went to state. I looked at state. It wasn't what it was now, but back then, it wasn't appeasing to me.
And me, I'm not going to say I don't care either way, but I'm not going to pick either way. Like me, I have a 17-year-old son in the house. Tomorrow, we're going to Alabama State, and he's going to look at Alabama State. If he says he wants to go to Alabama State, so be it. He also asked me a week ago, I'm going to schedule a meeting to go to UAB. Will you take me? Sure. PWI, black school. Whichever one you go to, cool. I don't care. Now, I know from her standpoint, and I know Stock's going to get into what he was saying about that. I know from her standpoint, she was specifically saying athletes. He's a regular student. He's not an athlete. So would I feel that way if he was an athlete? I wouldn't give a shit. Same thing.
Now,
Black school, cool.
Now,
White school, cool.
my little sister did the same thing.
But I'm going to let you know the pros and cons of both.
She went and viewed Alabama. I think because of me, she took a visit with UAB. Hey, will you go? Yeah, cool. I'm looking at all this UAB stuff. I'm like, damn, we ain't had this when I was here. That's dope. But then I go to Alabama, and in the student center, it's an Apple store. Like every dorm has their own cafeteria. I'm like, this is a much better school. So you should be able to be able to recognize that.
But did you also tell her about the cons of that school? You can't just look at the Apple store. What's the cons?
In her situation, I saw it being better.
And I think to Jamel Hill's point, what she's saying is the stuff that we revel about some of these bigger schools is HBCUs could look just like that if generations start to choose HBCUs. Some people are deciding not to choose them, and therefore some of them are losing the luster, or they're not picking up the revenue, or they're not getting the TV contracts that they could get if 5 stars start saying like, no, you know what, I'm not going to Alabama. I'm not going to Clemson. I'm going to go here. You know what I'm saying? They could start maybe picking that up too, because now now Grambling looks great again. You know, Southern looks great again, and people start gravitating to them. My only thing with it was, why do we just pick on, I'm not going to say pick on, I don't want to say it like that, but why just call out athletes? There's doctors, there's lawyers, or if you're going to school for journalism, or if you're going to school for just to be a PE teacher or be a teacher or whatever to be the case, you could pick HBCUs too. over PWI? Why just pick, the black school over a PWI if those are your majors? Like, I think sometimes we go to athletes and we like, oh, athlete, you got to start it. Athlete, do this. Athlete, do that. And I don't think that that's how you get a big movement started. If you're going to get a movement started, I personally feel like you got to get everybody involved. Mm-hmm. My other thing is, I get what she's saying about the HBCUs. Mm-hmm. But I also feel like when you go to a PWI, just like Jamel here, mm-hmm. you have the ability to still affect black communities.
No matter where you are.
Right.
And that's what I was going to ask you on that. Remember, we was talking about separating communities. At one point in time, we was talking about
that's where I was going.
Have an all-black community or all-white community. Why wouldn't I have that when I can have everybody?
Right.
And I was going to see if you saw that.
And that's, I guess that's what I was saying. Like, I don't want to get into point. Oh, you went to a PWI, nah. You went to a black. At the end of the day, we work at the same spot. Why are you fucking with me?
Exactly. I know dummies who went to UAB, and I know smart people who went to Miles.
Yeah. Hey, it's the same thing. I hate when people do that. Oh, y'all went to UAB. You went to Miles. You went here. Motherfucker, we at the same spot.
I went to Alabama.
That was my mate.
I went to Alabama. You work for me.
But I think to Jamel Hill's point, she's saying that although we might end up in the same spot, these universities are struggling, or they're some of them are losing their luster, or they're dying out and she's just saying that if these athletes choose to go to these universities, maybe it sparks, revitalization.
Maybe, but maybe it doesn't.
What y'all just touched on was like my second point, and I just hate when like we're divided on shit because it makes us weaker. But don't think I'm any less black because I wanted a shower in my dorm room, that I chose a PWI over your HBCUs. I chose that. I love state. I love the camaraderie. I said that wrong.
Camaraderie?
Dummy.
Mitt Romney? The governor or senator, whatever he is.
The camaraderie.
That nigga love Mitt Romney.
Man, you know how he be choosing not to use certain words? That definitely should have been on the list.
Right. Well,
camaraderie.
The pep rally, the spirit.
What words you was trying to use?
Camaraderie.
Yeah, that word.
I want to hear him say it, man.
Because I damn sure
you were going to say it
again. But Todd took me to his room. It was the size of this table. And, I mean, I ain't shitting on it, but, and he was like, I was like, well, where y'all shower? Down the hall. I went to UAB. I got my own shower. Like, I can stay next to a girl.
And I'm not going to lie. That was the main reason I chose UAB is because I did not have to sleep on side somebody.
Yeah. I don't have to wake up to a guy.
And again, playing for the sake of conversation and playing both sides of the fence. That's what she's saying. You're talking about UAB now. You talked about your sister and going to UAB and how they didn't have the shit that they get to have now. That's all she's basically saying. They don't have this shit here now, but if these athletes choose to try to go to this school, they can have that same shit that you're bragging about. Look at how in the last 10 years, look at how UAB looks right now compared to how it looked when we was there.
Cool.
They got dorms. They got all kind of crazy, not to say they got dorms shit, they been had dorms, but they got all kind of state-of-the-art, new age shit now that they didn't have then. And so what she's saying now, if a particular class, the class of 2020, decides to start 5 stars, I'm going here, and you start doing that, and then they start attracting more people to do it, watch what they would look like in 5 to 10 years.
Cool. That's true. But, and listeners, let me know if I'm wrong. I've never been to a HBCU with co-ed dorms. That meant a lot to me.
I haven't been to them all, so I'm not sure.
I mean, I haven't been to all.
It's a lot of regular schools.
Well, he said he has never been.
Yeah. So State, A&M, Tuskegee, Stillman.
That was big in my decision too.
Yeah, like I could stay next to a group of girls. Come on now.
I ain't got no curfew in my dorm. I ain't gotta have.
Man, I done heard those stories. Like you gotta go. You got to get how you live in a library. Got to get a.
But then again, that still goes to that point too. If these people come here and they get better dorms, then they possibly could be co-ed as well.
That's a decision. That's just a decision.
I don't know. I've heard of different campus apartments and like the blunt style living. I've heard of that.
Yeah. And maybe it's that way for the simple fact that you have to shower down the hall, like you said. So I can't have women living here if you have to shower down the hall.
This is true.
It's true.
So,
Yeah. So I just thought it was a good conversation to have. We had in our group message, and we want to bring it to y'all. I don't like to get into the division part of it,
Right.
but unfortunately, I don't think you really can have this conversation without getting into the division.
And you won't be able to have this conversation without offending some people and saying some things that's crazy. Like for the simple fact that it's going to be tough for that top 5-star person to go there because they can go stay in a 1-bedroom apartment or a 4-bedroom dorm with
And what-
one room.
Another
And
thing
also, man, like you could be possibly costing this guy millions. Like he might not have an NFL career or
Right, like-
basketball, because he might get
yeah,
lost in the
but
shuffle.
for the sake of what she's saying, it's bigger than. She's wanting to make it bigger than just what you say. Again, I'm not saying that. I'm just thinking from what she's saying. I think she's trying to make it bigger than just.
I
that.
get it.
Especially because those guys are still going to the league.
Right. They are. And I it's hard, like you said, to put that on a 17-year-old kid. So she has to shift her focus to putting it on somebody else.
Like I have a question.
She has to.
I have a question. If you're a one and done basketball player,
Mhm.
going to Alabama State gonna stop you from being
Not at all.
one and done?
You can go there and score 40.
Right.
It's not, but then while
So
I'm
if
there,
she's calling on athletes, if you just going to this school just to just go there and chew bubble gum to go to the NBA because you got to go there 1 year, why not go?
Okay.
and I
But-
get that too, but are those the people who change universities?
Hey, I'm just asking a question.
For that
me
1
too. I
year.
don't know.
Right,
I
but
don't
my
know.
question had been answered before you asked me a question. That's all I'm asking.
No, that won't stop that. But will that change the university?
Perhaps.
It'll give them a lot. Everybody come in and watch them play.
Yeah,
But-
that's tickets. That's
but
revenue.
also-
Like, look at Zion. Look at the effect that Zion had on even a Duke. He was still bigger than Duke.
Right.
No,
but then
he
also, how
Yes,
does
he was. Obama came to
he was,
Zion
he
game.
was.
Come on, man.
He was. He was.
Man,
But,
still Duke.
but then
That ain't
also,
changed.
It's not
still
Duke.
sold out.
Did you see Obama to go watch Rivers?
not many other
Okay,
people.
but somebody
Right,
still
come
bought
on, man.
that ticket.
Come on, man. You got
That
that.
didn't make Duke any bigger.
I didn't say that it made Duke. I said Zion was bigger than Duke. Did you hear what I said?
Okay, cool.
But also,
It didn't help Duke any.
but also,
Yeah,
I
they
get
got
it.
more money. They got more money. That's the point we're talking about.
I get it.
How
That,
did they get more money?
You don't think that having a big star athlete, like what's the point of having big star athletes if you're not gonna make more revenue?
But because Duke
you don't
is gonna
sell more. You don't
out.
sell more jerseys. Who buying Zion jerseys? Or who gets the money from the sale of Zion jerseys?
Okay, cool.
I know it.
Because that matters to Duke. Yeah. That's going to
It's-
affect their bottom line.
It's money. It's
But,
revenue. Do you not make revenue off a jersey?
so
But
question,
that's not gonna
question.
change Duke.
Right,
I
question.
didn't say that it was going to change it. My whole point was, is Zion, he was bigger than Duke.
Okay, he was.
Agree to disagree, guys.
Yes.
Question. No, that's not going to change Zion from going to the league. But will that change how Zion lives that 1 year he's at Grambling? And does he want to live that way that 1 year he's at Grambling?
That might be kind of dope.
Will it?
That might be.
I don't know.
A southern.
The fall. We're kids at the fall.
But what's so, as far as what you're talking about, what's so different at Duke? As far as that goes, what you're talking about?
Nothing.
Right. So I'm saying where he has to sleep and where he has to shower. I
Yeah.
mean, what type of practice gear he gets.
Yes,
Just simple
but-
things like that kind of matter.
Again, I just think that
And I know it would change,
Basketball
but who's
is
going to be
different, though.
Zion may not get the benefit from his work, but he gets somebody has to start it.
I get it, but that's why I say it's hard for that 17-year-old kid to start it.
Well,
Somebody else has to start
That's
that.
why I say in basketball it's a lot easier because if I'm Zion, I'm only here to chew gum.
I'm just renting. But like, all right. So like, but at both of y'all positions, like, can y'all be effective with no line? If y'all line is just trash?
No.
Neither one of y'all could be effective at y'all position.
you're saying that line trash. Like, where would my line be trash at? First of all, I'm.
What you mean?
You saying could you be trash if your line is effective? What?
And-
Hold on. What line are you talking about?
As being a middle
HBCU.
linebacker.
HBCU.
Right, but who line? Are you saying that line that I'm playing in
Your
front of?
defensive line.
Why would they be trash?
If they are.
HBCU.
Who are they playing against? Like that's what I'm saying.
More
Like,
HBCU.
I might have the trillest line in the conference.
And you can go to the best.
Okay.
You can go to
What
the
about-
best HBCU.
What about when you're playing your money game and you get hurt that game because your line is trash.
I can get
And
hurt.
especially for
I
a
can get hurt
quarterback.
in the not money game.
What if you're getting hit every single play as a quarterback when you play that one money game?
Well, if that's the case, then I'm probably not going there. I'm probably going to go to the best HBCU. There's best, just like it's a best
And what if y'all-
I don't
PWI.
think that necessarily.
And
That's
what
the
if
same-
y'all play in Alabama Clemson first game?
That could have happened at UAB when you go play Tennessee or go play Georgia.
And that can happen with Alabama playing Duke.
Right. Nigga, UAB could play Hoover and you can get hurt. Injuries, when you play that game, nobody's exempt from injuries. That's how people get hurt in practice.
No, it's not. But you still need a line to do. You still need everybody.
Yes,
else.
for protection, I get it. But what I'm saying is you can get hit 52 times in a game and come out unscathed. And in practice, drop back in warm-ups and tear up your knee.
This is true.
Yeah.
Just like Bama linebacker just got hurt.
But yeah,
But
dope
that-
conversation, man. That was
Right,
dope.
right. It's a good conversation. It's something to really think of. And I wouldn't know where to shift that focus or who to be number one. Does it have to be a kid going to a college, or does it have to be people donating money to colleges to make sure they're better to get kids?
What happened to these stories? Like we've seen one or two of like this 3, 4, or 5-star kid chose this school. But like we never hear.
It was just recently this year they had a guy. I want to say he went to Southern or Grambling.
Yeah, it was like
from Mobile
Southern
somewhere,
Grambling.
right? I think he was
Supposedly from Mobile.
And we have to remember, there was a day where Reggie White came from there. There was
Jerry
a day where
Rice.
Jerry Rice came from there, where Steve McNair came from these places.
So to
they slept in those places. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? So when we say that, like, it's not like it's far-fetched. Like, at one point, the best went there.
But going there, were they the best?
No.
Going there, were they the best?
No.
It depends on who's judging it.
Well, I mean, probably the best, but like recruited. They wasn't highly recruited. Steve McNair still wanted to. That still was black quarterbacks. It really wasn't in like that. To be a black quarterback, you had to. Maybe
All I'm
go to
saying-
those. That's why you had to Doug Williams.
My whole point in what I was saying, I guess, was that they went there and still are touted as some of the best
Oh, of course.
people in their position.
Yeah, I
going
agree.
from where they came
I agree.
from.
Right.
That's dope.
I just want to. I would like to see how that would turn out if one of the top recruits in any sport went to one of those schools just to see.
And we see it.
What
It's
the
not that
outcome would be.
far-fetched because they do go to these all-star games and be like, hey, man, let's go to Oklahoma. Hey, man, let's go to Tennessee next year. Well, not Tennessee because they...
if they get together, be like, let's go to Grambling.
Yeah.
See how it turns out.
You don't know how that'll turn out.
I think it'd be dope if like 2 basketball players or 3 basketball players got together and went to a HBCU.
And they could do it so easy, especially in basketball because basketball is one and done.
Yeah.
Shit, that would be
Now,
dope.
That would flip it. Football's a little
Because then
tougher.
think about if, like how Kentucky get those big 5.
Yeah.
All
And,
at
and
once.
they all say like, man, shit, we going to Southern next year. And all 5 of them go there. They're going to be in the tournament. You're going to have to see them.
Yeah.
They might fuck around and get in the championship. That'll be some live shit. Think about the marketing on that, fellas. Hey,
And they would be
don't
gods
rule it
on
out.
purpose.
Start opening your options.
Yeah, man, I think that'd be super dope, man.
Yeah, it definitely would.
No doubt. But speaking of athletes, did y'all see any of the Meek Mill performance before the Packers and Bears game?
I didn't.
last
I
night?
just saw a couple of like pictures. I ain't seen nothing else.
I saw the video. It was pretty dope. He did the dreams and nightmares for the
Of
crowd,
course.
and it was pretty. So we see what Jay-Z's idea and what he was trying to do with this. I think is a pretty dope idea. But I had a question about that. Do they get fined? Like
you
for
mean?
the song that was played, will they get fined for cuss words being on TV? And not because Meek Mill cussed, but in those segments where he cussed, and in the Dreams and Nightmare intro, it was crazy cussing in it. But he would stop rapping, but the entire crowd would be rapping it, verbatim, cursing on TV. Does TV get fined for that?
Is he saying it
He's
or is
not.
the crowd saying it?
He's not, but the crowd is.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to
Because you know that every time they say a curse word on
you.
that
They get
TV,
fined
they
like
get fined or some wicked shit.
$10,000 or something
Yeah.
crazy.
A
It's
word.
probably one of them things where they be like, oh, that's what he said? Nah, motherfuckers
Is this,
didn't even listen.
is this who we signed up for? Yes, this is exactly what the fuck y'all signed up for. See our side of shit. This is what we like to hear, what we like to do. But ultimately, man, it was pretty dope. And football is back into full swing. Meaning, yeah, college football got into full swing last week, but last night, NFL football got into full swing with the regular season as well. So this is the most exciting time of the year. All you baseball and basketball niggas go sit down somewhere. I know your 2K came out today, but it doesn't
Exactly
matter.
why I'm not going. No, I don't say that.
Go on, say it.
Texas A&M Clemson, I can't wait to watch that shit.
Oh.
LSU and
Hopefully, I make it home by the second half of the LSU.
Right. That's gonna be dope.
Who the fuck we play? Texas game.
I'll tell you. Text me. I got you.
I'd get somebody to drive and I'll watch it on the app or some
You
shit.
gonna be able to watch it while you gonna be out there with Bam.
No, we be on the way back. The game started at 5, so LSU started at 7:30. So by that game be over, we be on the way back by 8:30.
Yeah.
I will be back on the way back by 8:30.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to have that.
Yeah, but shouts out to
experience.
football season. It's back. We done seen a lot of dope games. There ain't no sense talking about it by the time y'all hear. But Saturday's got a new meaning to it.
Oh yeah,
Yes, sir.
means chill and leave me the fuck alone. That's what Saturday stand for.
We talking about football Saturdays and shit, football Sundays. Did y'all see that HBO released a new trailer for Nick Saban and Bill Belichick documentary, The Art of Coaching?
I saw it. Definitely going to watch.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. That's pretty goddamn dope.
Yeah,
So,
it's a trailer. That's out. Look it up. It's on YouTube, but it's called The Art of Coaching. It's a documentary on Bill Belichick and Nick Saban. We just saw about Bill Belichick from
the shop.
Those two coaches, man. If you look at it,
Different
it's
breed.
probably easy to see why they're where they're at.
Successful.
They're
Yeah.
two no nonsense coaches. They're by the book. They they get the same results. Their team looks the same year in and year out, no matter who comes in, who comes out. So it's gonna be dope. And we know that it's probably gonna be highly rated because all of these coaches, all of these football enthusiasts, and not even just football. I saw a principal, it was on an article, a principal got tickets to the Alabama game because he wrote a letter to Nick Saban about discipline for kids. You know what I'm saying? And if you think about Nick Saban is basically a disciplinarian of kids and getting them to, conform and do, a certain model and perform a certain way. So he wrote a letter about it. Nick Saban read the letter, sent him tickets to come and shadow him and, come to the game. Who they played? Duke. Yeah, came to the Duke game, came to campus, and then went to Atlanta to the Duke game. So it's just dope. People of all walks going to look to see the inspiration and motivation from
Right, and I'm pretty sure it'll be highly rated because it's more than just sports. I think.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like they're more so motivational speakers and things of that nature. So a motivation speaker could go anywhere. He can go to a school. He can go to a football game. He can go to a volleyball match. He can go to some cheerleaders and motivate them. So
He gonna be at home. Shit, you gonna be.
he gonna motivate her. He gonna
Listen,
motivate her. He gonna motivate everything.
Now,
Nigga gonna have a technique for no man.
Gonna give it out. Give it out. Gonna get Nick Saban and say it. Goddamn. Do that right.
Dez, don't.
You got to do it right the same way every time. Now.
Dez, don't sneeze anymore during the podcast. You say that shit for after the podcast.
My man can't sneeze in this bitch.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
But
Save it.
I will say that I think Saban is way more personable than Belichick. He'll fly in on the helicopter. He'll Kane Wayne with you.
But he has to.
Yeah, because
He has to
recruit.
tap.
He has to recruit.
He has to recruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Belichick
Could
ain't gotta
y'all
do none of that
imagine
fuck shit.
Belichick in college?
But you know what? Belichick may be like that teacher. Like, oh, you do that?
Yeah, you go fishing? Because I saw, I don't know what it was I was watching. He was actually cool when he was talking. There was somewhere that was on a boat. He had a pretty little young thing with him.
I want to
he
say
just
that
was
wasn't that.
It was
did
Hard
they-
Knocks.
Did
I
they
wanna
have
say,
a
but
hard
somebody
knocks one
else.
time?
I think it was somebody else's hard. I don't know. But
It was something, but he was on that bitch. I know
It
what
was
you're talking about.
it was on NFL Network when they do the
the coach's life.
Yes,
The life.
That's
yeah.
what it was. And my man,
And
he was chilling. Man. You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
right before camp started. My man went fishing, and he was just chilling, drinking his beer, having a good old time.
So I think he's more open than he shows people.
Right.
But I think people close to him and people who see him know how he is.
Man, it be serious. Man, football shit sometimes bring out serious. I had a coach. He told me, and I know that this coach was no nonsense, and he was serious. He used to tell us that when you have sex, it releases your testosterone. And he said that you shouldn't have sex
Before a
a
game.
week before the game.
And
And so if that's the case, you playing every week.
So
that mean you never had
Saturday
sex.
night, baby.
This
Never,
nigga
nigga.
favorite story was he make his wife sleep in the other room all football season.
the whole season.
And this was a All-American at Alabama. And he was a 12-year NFL starter.
And that's probably why. That's
Hell yeah, that nigga was mad.
That nigga say, football season? My wife better not come in that room. She got her own room. All football season. And he didn't care about no gobble, no turkey, or no fat man in no red suit. Mm-hmm. Meaning he didn't care about Thanksgiving or Christmas, no holidays. All he wanted to do was play football.
Because all that shit fall in football season. That's crazy, fool. Think about a person who's been playing football since the age of 6 or 7 until 35, and they never really had Thanksgiving and Christmas. For real.
Nope.
That's what that's.
Because like when I first got the UAB, I didn't go home for Thanksgiving for like the first 6 years. I'd never seen a Thanksgiving.
Nope.
And then when we played Hawaii, I didn't get home Christmas until Christmas night at like 7:00.
And then I had I remember we came from Hawaii, got home that night. I drove to New Orleans, and then it snowed in New Orleans for some reason. So the bridge was frozen, so I couldn't get home. I had to sleep in the hotel. I didn't get home till like 2 days after.
I got home. Matter of fact, we got to Birmingham, and then we had to drive back to Mobile. And who I rode with? McSwain. And we was tired, tried to go to sleep. It was cold as fuck. McSwain let down all the windows and said, "You and Mark ain't going to sleep."
I gotta wake up. That's McSwain.
Man, it was about 15 degrees.
That's McSwain.
He driving like 75 on the interstate. Man, it was so cold in that thing. He said, "Nah, y'all ain't going to sleep." He locked the windows and rolled them down.
I'd have slapped his ass about 18 times.
But yeah, shouts out to Nick Saban and Belichick on that.
That's pretty dope. What I got? Sports. Antonio Brown, man. Antonio Brown, man. He's been spazzing out since training camp started. Started off with the helmet, then he getting into it with the GMs, then he's not coming to practice. Then what the fuck is going on?
And you say crazy. I feel like this is a situation where he needs help, man.
He does, man, because, like, I only watched one episode of Hard Knocks. And when I looked at it, just the way that he talks, it's weird, man. I ain't going to say it's weird. It's different, and it's something else there.
Yeah.
It's
like,
something else
yeah,
there.
he don't talk like
but
I don't know. I don't want to put no.
Like, just now, he
talks different.
He just put out that phone call with him and John Gruden. And John Gruden was like, man, you're one of the, I love you, man, but you're one of the differentest guys I've ever seen. And that's coming from John Gruden.
Right. But, like, it's like what we said about football. Like, how do you get him out during the game? How do you make somebody go seek counseling? I've been in a situation, personally, where I felt like somebody needed to go to counseling. Mm-hmm. We talked about it. They was willing to do it. They lied about going to get counseling. Like, hey, I'm going. I'm going to go. And then they say they're going to go. Mm-hmm. But what do? You can't put them in the car. You can't force them to go. You can't. So, like, how do you get somebody to seek help or get, like, you know, a phenomenal talent?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of the best players in the NFL. But it's something not right, man. Like, it's something not, I don't want to say not right. Like we keep saying, it's just like, he needs some assistance.
It's something going on.
Yeah. I take back crazy. And then when I say crazy, I was like it's something really wrong.
Yeah.
Like when I say crazy, I'm like, it's something really wrong. So I don't want to just, we throw that crazy.
Yeah, we don't want to downplay it because if it's something really wrong, you don't want to feel like.
I really feel like it's something there.
Yeah, it's something.
And for us, crazy is just a figure of speech.
We know it, but they'll kill us.
We know it, but
that's so crazy, man. You drunk all that cup.
How can you call a person going through some stuff crazy? That's not right.
Please don't come and get us.
We say everything's crazy around this motherfucker.
Shit,
that's
crazy.
How can you call somebody
like my boy Rocco down the corner, he looking crazy right now.
You went to the grocery store? You went to the grocery store? That's crazy. Siri talking right now. We ain't even talking to her. That's crazy.
There's changing them brake pads.
Can't get right hitting that wall on the interstate.
That's
crazy.
Part 2 at it.
Right, man.
I better make sure my insurance paid up.
AB, man, hopefully he can get it right because he's a phenomenal talent.
Have a very productive season.
Yeah, they keep trying to get it right to him. So
talk to somebody, man. Talk to somebody who can help you figure out what's going on and straighten it out. Yeah. Monday Night Football, man. Y'all want to make some picks?
What you got?
We
can make picks now, Huda. Remember that nigga tried to make us make picks like 6 weeks ago?
Shut up, man.
Who y'all got for the Super Bowl?
That's why it's called predictions, man.
Yeah, they still trading.
You want to be
with the draft. He was like, they ain't even.
So who y'all got?
Sometimes you want to be ahead of everybody else, man. You got to be ahead of everybody.
You could be too early.
You drafted Antonio Brown?
Yeah. That's why I've been.
O.J. Simpson said the same thing. He said, you killing my fantasy
Right.
team. O.J., you
I
can't
don't never want to be on the side of OJ.
O.J., you
but-
can't say anybody's killing anything, okay? You keep that word out
Yeah,
there.
right.
But Monday Night Football. And we're going to start our college picks back. Next week is the week 4. Week 4 in college football is the real good slate of games.
That's
so
where
that's
we
when we're
gonna
going to start picking college.
But you are
for
the
right-
Super Bowl in May.
Yeah, nigga, I don't want to pick goddamn Syracuse and Clemson. Who's going to pick Syracuse?
All right, bro. Who plays Monday night?
Monday Night Football, NFL. Saints play the Texans.
They don't have college on Monday.
I know, it's NFL. I said that.
But
So
go
we're
ahead.
going to pick that in place of it. You don't be listening. The Saints play the Texans. Who you got? Make a
on
pick.
Monday night.
Monday Night Football.
Oh
Nigga act like the night gonna change his pick.
What the fuck? Monday morning.
no, bro. Like no. Our podcast drops Monday, so I thought you was gonna pick this upcoming Monday game.
It's this Monday, the day the podcast drops.
So they're gonna hear if you're right or not
That
Monday.
day before the game comes on.
No, the Raiders play Monday.
They
do
the first week
Oh,
of the
it is,
season
it
always.
is.
God damn it!
Why?
boy.
Why would you say that?
Why won't you just answer the question and let me be wrong if I'm wrong?
Oh. What's the team name?
The Saints and the Texans. In the first game Monday night.
The
nigga.
Saints.
Shit.
I got Drew Brees in the Saints.
I take the Saints. I said this year, I declare myself a homer. I'm a Saints fan and I'm a Pelicans fan. The second game is the Broncos and the Raiders, who Antonio Brown plays for, of course.
They do this every year to me and they let me down, but I'm gonna go with the hard knock scene Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos. It's a shit show over there in Oakland. And every day, like every couple of hours, is something new. Now, I think Raiders got some shit over there, but I'm just gonna go with the Broncos.
I'm going to go with the Raiders. I know they got some shit going on, but for the simple fact, I can't name anybody who plays for the Broncos.
Me
Other than
either.
Von Miller.
Not one. But I'm going with the Broncos.
Gotcha. And then we're going to start our good week next week. Shouts out to your Cowboys and Zeke, man. Zeke got his money.
Yeah, Zeke got his money.
Paid.
Zeke
Get
got-
paid, young man.
Yeah.
Get paid.
And that was a nice debate too, because we was kind of just trying to go back and forth of, do you pay a running back, do you not? I think it's cool for Zeke to get the money. I do think it's good because, like I said, the week before last, it's dope to see, like, running back is one of my favorite positions. I like running back. I don't see the value yet, but I'm glad that Zeke is helping to bring back the value. If it was me, let me not change it. Let me keep the same energy. I wouldn't have paid him that much, but he's been one of the top running backs in the league.
Mhm.
Let's see how it go.
Right.
Shouts out to Zeke for getting that bag.
And same thing. If I'm Jerry Jones, I'm not paying him. But if I'm Zeke, I'm holding out until I get paid. So I understand both sides of it. And I think Zeke is setting a new standard where they have these running backs who come out and they do good for the first 2 or 3 years. You need to sit out and try and get that money because for the simple fact that you might be out of the league before you're 30 at running
that's
back.
true.
So shit. Come in, young fellas, do good in the first couple of years and get your money immediately.
Very few running backs make it to that second contract. So get your shit as soon as you hot.
The only one the most
That's how
recent one,
Mace fell off.
the most recent one I could think of is Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
He got to
Yeah.
that second contract, but it's not many other than that, man. Not many other than that.
Yeah. Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
You goddamn Nick, you dummy nigga.
It's plural. isn't it?
Dumbass dummy. Oh, yeah, this time it's plural. Dummies.
Yeah, you gotta add the
Police are
IES
searching
to
for a
these
group
niggas.
of people who demanded Popeye's chicken sandwiches at gunpoint Monday night. Yes, people are still demanding Popeye's chicken sandwiches, the one that all over the national news have been sold out, the ones that all over the national news are no longer available, the ones all over the national news, people are saying they've waited in line for days and days. Yet these fucking gunmen, authorities said 2 women and 3 men stormed the front door of a restaurant with at least one weapon. They had been told in the drive-thru window that the store was sold out of the popular chicken sandwiches. That still didn't stop these special-ass dummies. They bust into the doors and demanded with the weapon that they be served a chicken sandwich. No injuries were reported, and police are working to identify the suspects.
Now,
Dumb on you, man. You got to be super dumb.
now, they dumb as fuck.
Man,
Okay.
you could have made a chicken sandwich at home better than that.
I'm about to say that. So if they running there up on you, what you gonna do? I'm gonna get them niggas some bread and I'm gonna stick a
Look,
thigh.
all they
Put
had
a
to do-
thigh in
Now I'm
between
gonna
the
pull off that breast.
I'll put a whole thigh in their shit.
There you go.
Right. I said we got bones.
I mean, if y'all wanted a chicken sandwich that bad, we know somebody who can make them. Trust me.
Yeah.
Grace.
We know somebody.
We know.
Yeah, we know somebody who can make them.
We done shipped them to Houston.
Huh?
But
You done did what?
Dummy.
fuck y'all. But you know what? I ain't even gonna give y'all my
They had a hard time saying
You know what
ship
I'm saying?
there.
Y'all want to do that? You know, I'm done talking for this. I'm finna unhook my goddamn.
Go
mic.
ahead.
did it,
we got
goddamn.
it. We got it from here.
Dummy. Mouth ass.
But yeah, man, like these, I mean, for real, like how dumb do you gotta be to rob a store for a chicken sandwich that they don't have? They told you in the drive-thru we don't have it.
The news told you. The papers told you.
That's like-
Instagram told
Imagine
you.
going to a bank. Hey, I need to make a withdrawal.
We ain't got
We're
no
out of money. Oh, really? Yeah, like we waiting on the truck to come in. We out of money.
Y'all got some of that fucking
And then
money
you
in the
run
back.
in that bitch and try to rob it. They just that's fucking stupid.
Y'all got the
All
money in
right,
the back.
Like,
Oh, you understand that?
no, hell no. As the story was told, but devil's advocate. This is what I think happened. Hey, we're out of chicken. It
Mhm.
came in there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all out of chicken? Yes, nigga, we told you it was out of chicken. What the fuck you want us to do? From the Popeyes employee.
Mm-hmm.
And they went like, man, why the fuck is you talking to me like that?
Mm.
That sounds very plausible because Popeyes has the worst customer service out of any place anywhere.
You a hell
I find it very hard to believe. If y'all think about it, bro.
you a hell of a devil.
I find it very hard to
That nigga
believe
played the hell out of that.
that somebody said, hey guys, we're out of the chicken sandwich.
You
We
still-
don't have any more.
And if you
And he went and got his pistol
Mhm.
with they, not just one.
Mhm.
So I had to be 4 crazy niggas all together. 5 when they said, hey, we're going to get our pistol.
Mm-hmm.
I think something was said disrespectfully. They ran. That's still stupid.
Okay, and that's what I was about to say. Even if that's
Still
the
fucking
reason,
dumb.
they still would have made Dummy of the Week for that.
Yes.
Dummy.
You're still a dummy. But hey, yeah.
And for that reason, it ain't even no more ways to break that down. But for that, you are the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumb motherfuckers.
Go to churches, y'all.
Like Todd.
Touch.
Some bitch.
Some bitch.
Some bitch you.
When did he miss?
Dummy.
Why you do my boy voice like that?
I didn't say that was his voice.
Yeah, you did, nigga.
He said it was his voice. Anything else we missed or didn't get to?
Nicki Minaj retiring. Y'all care?
See you later.
Teachers need
I'm sad though. 'cause the bar-
Teachers need it.
Damn, that's fucked up. On one more serious note, there's a female is suing Nipsey Hussle and his estate because she's alleging that she helped write Hustle and Motivate. And they said, and it went into grave details, like she did do it. They said in parts of the song they can hear her voice in it, singing this part of it. Also, she had a performance before the song came out where the Hustle and Motivate part comes from. So
Who do you pull the tide? I'm not finna be serious after Dummies of the Week.
I ain't trying to be serious. I'm just saying that's what
That's
that's what we
serious
missed.
topic. You should have brought that shit
Not
up
really.
earlier.
I mean, we don't know.
I ain't talking about
More
that shit.
details will come out of it.
I'm not talking about it, Hootie.
Technically, you are right now.
Nope. I haven't said anything about it.
I am.
Okay. Well, continue.
I'm done.
Okay. Cool. Bye, y'all.
Squidward.
Anything else we missed or forgot to throw
Nigga
in?
like Squidward. I'm done.
Always angry.
Done son.
Other than that, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Say you bye-bye.
Oh, bye.
Dummy.